So that was the end of your water-soluble vitamins. Water-soluble vitamins are called B complex vitamins. B complex vitamins are water-soluble vitamins. They all act as coenzymes. They all act as coenzymes. Coenzymes. What are coenzymes? All the vitamin B, all the vitamin Bs, they act as coenzymes. They are all water soluble. Those coenzymes which remain permanently attached, those coenzymes are called as the prosthetic groups. Flavin adenine dinucleotide is a prosthetic group of the dehydrogenase. It is permanently attached, while the coenzyme A and the other ones, NAD, they can be released from the enzymes and they act as co-substrates. So those coenzymes which are permanently attached, they are called as prosthetic groups. So riboflavin, which has been activated as flavin adenine dinucleotide and flavin mononucleotide, these act as prosthetic groups, while NAD and these coenzyme A, pantothenic acid, they can be separated from the enzymes and so they act as co-substrates. Now we are going to talk about fat soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins. These are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. There are 4 fat soluble vitamins. We are going to talk about vitamin A. There are different types of vitamin A. Retinol. These may be called as vitamins. Okay. Retinol. And retinoic acid. Retinoic acid. And also previtamin A. Previtamin A, that is called as beta carotene. It's called as beta carotene. So talking about the vitamin A, this is the structure of vitamin A. These are the methyl groups. This is also methyl. CH3. Then you've got a chain. This chain has got double bonds. And again you've got methyl groups over here. These are also methyl groups and methyl group. This one is called as beta ionic ring. Beta ionic ring. Beta ionic ring. This one is the beta ionic ring to which is attached the chain, and then it's got methyl groups. And on this side, a retinol. This one is retinol, CH2O This is called as retinol. Now, if in this place it is CHO, this is called retinol. The previous one called is retinol. This one is called as retinol. And if it is COOH, this whole attachment is over here, this carbon. So it is either retinol or retinol, or if there is COOH, you will call it as retinoic acid. Retinoic acid. So either it is retinol or it is retinol, or it is retinoic acid. They've got different roles. I've told you previously. Now, if for example, this is retinol, this one is called retinol, this is retinol, if this one is aldehyde group is there, this is the aldehyde group. When the aldehyde group is there, this is called retinol, otherwise called retinoic acid, COH group. This one is retinoic acid, and this one is beta carotene. Now, if you see the functions, retinol acts as antioxidant. At low partial pressure, low PO2 levels. Retinol acts in visual cycle. It takes part in visual cycle. Retinoic acid is important in the formation of glycoproteins. While pre-vitamin A, beta carotene is sort of two molecules of vitamin A attached together. And they can be separated by dioxygenase. And beta carotene is present in carrots. In the yellowish green pigment. Yellow green pigment. So I repeat again. Fat soluble vitamins, there are 4. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Now we are talking about vitamin A. Vitamin A, 3 main types, and one is pre-vitamin A. Retinol, retinol, retinoic acid. If it is an alcohol CH2OH, it is retinol. If it is an aldehyde group, it is retinol. And if it is COH, it is called retinoic acid. Now they have got different functions. Retinol has got antioxidant function at low partial pressures of oxygen. Retinol has a function in visual cycle. Retinoic acid is a part of your glycoproteins. And also, fourth form, it is formed as pre-vitamin A, that is beta carotene. It's a part of your carrots and it is the yellowish green pigment. Yellowish green pigment. Now the daily requirement is 1000 micrograms per day. This is the daily requirement of vitamin A. And 1 retinol equivalent is equal to 1 milligram of retinol. So the normal dose, 1 retinol equivalent is equal to 1000 micrograms per day. The daily requirement is 1000 micrograms per day. And for ratio, 1 milligram retinol is equivalent to 12 milligrams of beta carotene. 1 milligram retinol is equivalent to 12 milligrams of beta carotene. Now talking about the intake. Intake of, it is taken in the diet along with lipids because it is water soluble. The lipids are taken inside the GIT. They are emulsified by bile salts and then they are absorbed by the enterocytes and from there they go inside the blood vessel. So these are lipids. These lipids go inside and they enter the blood vessels ultimately. The smaller ones, smaller lipid, small chain fatty acids, etc., they enter directly, while the other ones, they enter into the lacteals first, lacteals. And these lacteals, they also enter the blood vessel. Now in the blood vessel you have got a lipid portion called as, taken from the diet, these are called as chylomicrons. Chylomicrons. That one absorbed from the intestine is called a chylomicron. In the center there is a lot of triacyl glycerol and a little amount of cholesterol ester is there, but most of it is triacyl glycerol. Triacyl glycerol. plus fat soluble vitamins, they are also there, A, D, E and K. So these chylomicrons are there. Well, then they have got a covering of phospholipids. This is phospholipid, and on the outside there is apoprotein, ApoB48. ApoB48. This one is a chylomicron. Now it is carried like this, and it will enter the liver cell. It carries like this. The triacylglycerol is removed and taken to fat storage. While the cholesterol remnants, chylomicron remnants, they go to the liver. In the liver, these vitamin A is stored as retinyl palmitate. Stored in the liver, or it can go into the circulation as retinol binding along with retinol binding protein. So vitamin A moves along, either it is retinyl palmitate stored in the liver, or in the circulation as retinol along with retinol binding protein. So this is taken in diet, lipids, vitamin A is taken in diet. A, D, E, K, they are taken. It goes, there is emulsification over here. This is emulsification. And then it is absorption. Then it enters the chylomicrons and triacylglycerol is taken out, but the chylomicron remnants containing little amount of retinyl palmitate goes to the liver, and then along with the blood, in the blood along with retinol binding protein in the circulation. So I told you retinol that contains CH2OH has got an antioxidant function. Antioxidant. It acts as an antioxidant. So in the blood, it is in this form, retinol. It is in the form of retinol, OL. And it is attached to retinol binding protein. And this retinol has an antioxidant function at low PO2, low partial pressures of oxygen. It's got an antioxidant function along with vitamin C and along with vitamin E, ACE, vitamin A, C, E, all three have antioxidant functions. So out of all this, taken in the diet, fatty diet, absorbed, stored in the liver or circulated as retinol binding, along with retinol binding protein. Then it enters eye, then it enters eye in the form of retinol. It can enter inside the eye in the form of retinol. So it has got two pathways from here. It can either enter the eye in the form of retinol, eye, or it can go to the tissues in the form of retinoic acid, OIC, retinoic acid. From there I'll start again. So to repeat, in the blood it is in the form of retinol along with the binding protein. So it is retinol binding protein. It is stored as retinyl palmitate, again in this form. But then it enters the two places, one eye in the form of retinol that I have given in the previous board drawing, and also it enters in the tissues in the form of retinoic acid. Now I'll talk about the eye first. An eye has got two functions. One is visual function, the other one is epithelial function. In visual function, it forms a component of rhodopsin, that is visual purple, present in rods, suitable for dim vision. Clinical importance is that this is the first evidence of vitamin A deficiency is night blindness. Night blindness. Visual function. Epithelial function is in the eye. It has got an epithelial function, that is maintenance of conjunctival and corneal epithelium. So it has got two functions in the eye. One is formation of rhodopsin and dim vision, that is night vision. Vision in dim light. In the evenings, dusk, when the light is little, rods, and the rods forms rhodopsin. And epithelial function is that it maintains healthy epithelium of the conjunctiva and cornea. Now about the visual function. It enters the eye and forms retinol. What retinol? 11 cis retinol. 11 cis retinol plus opsin forms rhodopsin. Pigment of rods. Rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is suitable for dim light vision, that is night vision. Now, when light falls on it, hello? 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 What is it now? कौन बोल रहा है? जी? So when light falls on rhodopsin, it breaks up into two components, opsin and all trans retinol and air. Then in the eye, it is again converted to 11 cis retinol and then combines with opsin and forms this. This is in the eye. But in the liver, it is converted into all trans retinol, and this one is converted to all 11 cis retinol. This is in the liver. And this one is again converted to this. So the enzyme over here is isomerase. This one is also isomerase. But this one is alcohol dehydrogenase, and this one over here is also alcohol dehydrogenase. Now see, this rhodopsin, how is rhodopsin formed? 11 cis retinol plus opsin, that is the protein, they form rhodopsin. This is called the pigment of rods. This is called as visual purple for low light vision, night vision, when there is very little light. So if there is deficiency in 11 cis retinol, there is deficiency of vitamin A, then the earliest sign the patient will come to you, he will say that when the light is less, as in the evenings, he cannot see properly. This is the first thing. we all can still see in the evenings, but the person who has got deficiency of vitamin A will be unable to see in the evenings when there is little light. When there is little light, we can still feel and see, but those persons who are deficient in vitamin A, they cannot see. So the first evidence of vitamin A deficiency is night blindness. This is called night blindness. Once given vitamin A in sufficient doses, it improves that. And they may be given lot of carrot juice because it contains beta carotene. And beta carotene is the precursor of vitamin A. It is converted to vitamin A. And once the light falls on rhodopsin, it bleaches, forms all trans retinol, AL. And in the eye, it's got two steps of metabolism. In the eye, it is converted 11-cis retinol, and this combines again with opsin to form rhodopsin. While in the liver, it is converted to in the presence of alcohol-dehyde, it is converted to all-trans retinol, OL. Again, under isomerase, it is converted 11-cis retinol. This one is converted 11-cis retinol. This one combines with opsin to form rhodopsin. So this is the visual cycle called as Wald's cycle, rhodopsin cycle, Wald visual cycle. This is called as Wald, W-A-L-D, Wald's visual cycle, Wald visual cycle. This was about